guys, so you've seen the lives, you've seen the posts, but now I want to formally introduce to you my secret weapon, the 3 products that I take every single day that have become a part of my lifestyle. Okay, they keep my energy up, they keep me lean, they keep me healthy, and most importantly, they help me keep up with Rachel. So let's go over each one. First off, I take 2 cups of the Iaso tea every single day, which is going to detoxify my entire body. Number 2, I take a capful of the NutriBurst, which is going to refill me with all the nutrition I need on a daily basis. And number 3, the NRG, I pop 2 capsules right before my workout. It gets me through my day, keeps the energy going, and my mood high. So I want to challenge you guys to the 30-30-3 challenge. That's 30 minutes of cardio a day for 30 days using these 3 products. Rachel and I are doing it. We feel amazing. So check out the link in my bio and go to drbryanepisola.com and DM me if you have any questions or for further details. Take care.
What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Entertainment News. So as you saw in that video, Bryan promoting 3 products from his office. And, you know, based on the fact that you can either use the product but also make money, you know, by becoming a distributor and all of that, there are some things out there called a pyramid scheme, right? Where the more people you put under you, the more money the person who met you and introduced you make and all that stuff. This is not what's going on here, but because people have been, you know, through certain situations, so they brought that negativity towards Bryan page, talking about, oh, don't do this. This is a pyramid scheme. Why will someone on Bryan's level want to do something like this? And people just whatever. Okay, most of those messages are gone. They're no longer on the page, and I'm going to focus on the positive, but I'm going to include both sides. Okay, so most of those messages are gone. I just want to quickly say this: the power of social media is so important. Stars have been born on social media. There are people who went from making 5 seconds Vine videos to now being in movies. There are people who went from making 15 seconds videos on Instagram to a minute videos on Instagram, and now they have record deals. They're popular. Yes, I'm gonna throw Cardi B name in there. Okay, she's now breaking records and #1 song and all of that, and she started from Instagram, posting videos on Instagram. You have Justin Bieber posting videos on YouTube, and that's how he was discovered. You have this girl, Superwoman, lady doing interviews and meeting Michelle Obama. She started on YouTube. So social media is very powerful. I'm gonna throw myself in there. Okay, all I didn't need no manager. I didn't need no talk to your people talk to my people. I didn't need no attorney. I didn't need no publicist. I didn't need no nothing, no credentials, no nothing, even though I do have my credentials. All I did was slide in Rachel Lindsay DMs, okay? And I was like, hey, Rachel, I saw that you posted a video in Atlanta. Are you doing a meet and greet? No, Vina, but the next time I'm in Atlanta, I'm going to reach out to you. We start chatting through the DMs, back and forth, whatever. And next thing you know, she's in Atlanta. She went in the DM and said, I'm going to be in Atlanta in a few days. And we met. And I met Rachel Lindsay, someone who's been on TV. That's how I met her. I didn't need no, and I'm not saying go slide in her DM, you're going to meet her too. No. I'm not saying any of that, because of course the reason why I met her, you know, have other reasons to it. But I'm just saying social media is that powerful that your dreams could become realized. Your brand, you could build a multi-million dollars and billions of dollars brand via social media. Social media is powerful for rebranding and all of that. So for people to post, to place Bryan and Rachel on this pedestal, right, and forget that social media is very impactful, as if like, oh, Dr. Bryan Apisola should not be using social media to promote anything, is crazy. Dr. Miami became Dr. Miami because of social media. Go on. He have a TV show. He's a doctor and well respected and all of that. But he posts his procedures, of course, on his Instagram page. You know what I'm saying? So stop coming for these two. Everything they do, oh, they're promoting stuff on social media. Social media is it, okay? Even the person who you guys, I don't refer to him as that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but a person who supposed to be the leader of this country is Mr. Twitter Fingers, always on social media. He took the crown from Drake, okay? Not Drake, Meek Mill. He took the crown from Meek Mill. Drake did the song that went in on Meek Mill, and he took the crown for him. So social media is very impactful. So no, Bryan is not out here scheming anybody. So then you see the video going on up there. You see the video. I'm on Bryan's Instagram page right now. And you get to read his caption and all of that. And of course, Rachel was in the comments. And she wrote, "Excuse me, I have a question. Do I need to slide in the DMs?" And when you click on it, Bryan responded, "LOL all day, every day." But before he responded, people just laughing and having fun with Rachel. And when Bryan responded, more people leaving comments and just laughing and having fun with these two. I'm going to go ahead and expand and show more of the comments here. And I'm doing the screen record. And then, Bryan had a lot of positive comments of people talking about, the product and how they've used the product. I've tried it before and it really works. I may do it again because the holidays were rough on me. Bryan responded, "Usually rough on everybody. LOL, this would get you back on track though." He meant you, sometimes autocorrect and all of that, and people asking question, "Hi Bryan, I'm in South Africa. How will I get your products? Keep on keeping, Rachel. Love you both." Bryan responded, "We will ship them to you, no problem." And she responded, "I'm so excited. I will DM you for further information." And you have this person right here. "I lost 23 pounds in 30 days. And Bryan, clapping for her. And this person responded, "Oh wow, sounds impressive. Did you change your diet too, or was this as the result of cardio with the tea and pills?" So people on here just asking questions and Bryan responding what kind of diet is required with this challenge. And Bryan went ahead and responded, "The great thing about these supplements is that you don't need to make major dietary change." Go ahead and read that. And if you have to put the screen on pause, put it on pause. So he's really in there explaining about this and all of that. Then I'm going to go ahead and tap on his name. And if you go to drbryanabasolo.com and go there, it posts up his website and, Dr. Abs. He explained more about what the product is about. So you can go ahead and do that. I figure doing it this way is better, using the screen record so that you guys can just go along compared to me having to screenshot every picture and just, put myself through all of that when it comes to editing. And you can go ahead and read all about it and just click the link. If you do not have Instagram, then go ahead and just type in www.instagram.com/TheBryanAbasolo. It will take you to his page, whether you have Instagram or not. And you can click the link and go to his website and all of that and read the comments if you don't have the app. So that's what Bryan was talking about and all of that. So in the process of Bryan talking about, the products and how, great it is and what it does, and I'm still on his website going up and down for you guys to see. I'm going to go ahead and get off the website now and go back to his Instagram page and pull up, the comments and things like that. So while Bryan was explaining about this amazing product and everything that's going on, Jack Stone from Rachel Season decided to hop on Bryan's page to basically show his support, and what happened after there was somewhat hilarious and also somewhat very interesting. So let's go ahead and get into that. You're wondering, why am I mentioning Jack Stone's name? Jack Stone was on Rachel's season, and he's one of the guys that Rachel asked what would he describe as a fun day? What would they do for fun? Where would he take her? And he said that his description of a fun day is just the two of them in his house together, laying down, doing that thing. And Rachel was like, yeah, no. So he came on Bryan. So he's relevant because he came on Bryan's page and he left a comment, ordered, period. Can't wait for that energy. Bryan responded at Jackstone, get it, bud. And then Rachel and Bryan, supporter, of course, responded, Jack, stop lying. You know you didn't order anything. Listen to your podcast and you were shady AF. How, this person meant how do, but it said to. But how do you feel that Bryan likely recorded this in Rachel's office when you said you had your doubts that she's still practicing law? Just go away with your fake support. Okay, and then this other person responded at Jackstone, you love your some Bryan. You love your some Rach and Bryan, don't you? And then I'm going to go ahead and just start from the top. But there we go. And then Jack responded, of course, Bryan's a solid guy. He didn't say nothing about Rachel. He skipped the Rachel's part and went straight to Bryan being solid. And then Jeannie 2806 responded, I listened to your podcast, to your recent podcast. Didn't seem like you liked them very much. Jack responded, hey Jeannie, I like Bryan as we comment on his IG. So he keep avoiding Rachel. He's focusing on he liked Bryan, so there might be some truth to it. And Jenny responded, oh, okay, you may like Bryan, but you definitely, that's what she meant, it's a short version of definitely. You definitely don't like Rachel. I'm just saying, but hey, it's good you are supporting. Good luck in life. As you can see, he never mentioned Rachel. He kept saying, I like Bryan. So, hey, there's some truth to it. This other person responded, Jenny, you're right. Jackstone tried to act like he didn't remember Rachel's name and said she wasn't really working at her law firm part-time. It was very shady and petty. R&B need to give him the side eye. My thing is, why does the grown man care? Like, what do you care? Rachel is not in your life anymore. You have your own life. She sent you home. What do you care if she's working at her law firm or not? Are you paying her bills? I guess talking about her is bringing traffic to the podcast, but what does it matter? What change is it bringing to these grown men lives by coming for a female? Like, that's just childish, Oh, thank God for the God bless attitude, because you guys know I paused because I was going to say something, but it's not like me to guide a character, so that's why I paused and I had to choose my words wisely and was like immature or petty. I had to find a different word, but I don't understand, why does a grown man care? Like, it's like a little boy's attitude, man. What do you care if she's working at her law firm or not? It's not affecting your life in any way. But anyway, let's move on. Person responded, yes, Bryan is a solid guy. You not so much, Jack. You were downright shady on your last podcast. And he keeps responding, I thought that was funny, to be honest, but you gotta have a sense of humor, which you clearly do not. Also, I know exactly what you are referring to and said nothing negative. Since you know so much about everyone personally, outside of what you see on TV, maybe you should join in on the next podcast. You can fill us in on things. And then she responded at Jackson, oh boy, now we are using the old trickaroo. It was humor to disguise shade throwing. Nope, I heard your exact words, unedited, spoken on the podcast, not TV. Your tone was not in a joking way, and neither did you say you were joking at any time. Plus, the comment above in this post accent, if you love R&B, is further evidence. Your response was pretty obvious to only include Bryan. But okay, it's all good now that you are backtracking your words and tone from the podcast and what you wrote earlier in this post. Exactly. He kept avoiding Rachel's name. Jack, you are the most humorless guy in the bunch. I noticed how you could never take, of course, he then mentioned a guy, another person on the show, joke in good fun. I just had to chime in because it's funny. I always observe your social media behavior, and you literally stay serious and salty, and even on Paradise, you had to stick up your bleep the whole time. Now you here trying to put on this fake persona like some fun guy when you were caught throwing shade. Okay, Jack, we see ya. Nice try. Jack responded, petty footy. Okay, you can say anything you want about me, but saying I'm humorless is not okay. That's an awful opinion. Awful. Also, he included someone from the podcast. Isn't that funny? Don't encourage him. And then he, included his, I guess, co-worker or colleague on the podcast to chime in. And that person did chime in. For the record, Jacqueline. He said Jacqueline. Jacqueline Stone is more funny and clever than me. He's just a master at staying in character, and I can't help but break. All right. And then people are continuing. He has a stick up his bleep. I love it. It is not ours fault he got a serial killer edit on a show. His words got him that edit by saying he would just lock the door if Rachel was next to him. Thanks. The person meant thank God she sent him packing early. He gives me stalker vibes. Imagine him stalking her in Dallas after I'm sorry. In Dallas, after the after show, we, the Beehive, would have to work overtime to rescue Rachel. Oh my God. Now he is salty as F. Bye-bye, Jackie. I'm in tears. Hannah responded, Jackson, really? Seriously? Who cares what you say or think, and who wants your love and friendship anyways? My God, everybody thinks there's something these days. I didn't listen to your podcast and really don't care if you don't like Rachel. You better find people to like you first. This here is my opinion, and I don't need your reply because I honestly don't care. Good Lord, people are crazy. So that was that, and I'm going to just scroll through these comments because they have nothing to do with Jack Stone. There were more comments at the bottom, so that's what I am going towards. But these were funny, man. Oh my gosh. Now I have to go and listen to the podcast. I definitely have to go and listen to the podcast. This person wrote, at Jackson, why are you here? Okay. And then Pete, you seem like a classy guy. I will be shocked if you get involved with this pettiness on Bryan's page. All right. So that's the part about Jackson. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it here.
Now, I don't ever think it's fair to just take other people's word for something and just react and go after that. So even though I don't even remember who this Jack Stone person is until visiting Bryan page and getting content for my next video update about them, is when I was like, oh, that's the guy who had that awkward date with Rachel, that I decided that I read these comments. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not just going to take their word for it because that wouldn't be fair. I wouldn't want people to just take others' words when someone says something negative about me. I would want people to either ask me or do their research. So I was like, man, I have to go through all this stuff before. Let me just speak for myself. It's not a podcast that I've ever heard about before. I can't speak for Bachelor Nation. So I had to do a lot of digging. I found his Twitter. Then I had to go through different things, and I found the link. And so they're asking him about the first episode of the new Bachelor season, okay? Because he does this thing where he comes on and either leave a message or have an interview where he talked about all things, I guess, Bachelor Nation, whatever the case might be. So he comes on there and they're asking him about the new season, and then they say, you know what? for someone who have experienced this before, explain to us, your experience and what that feeling is like and all of that. So he starts to explain how he was supposed to come out with a Longhorn because, Rachel went to UT and he went to UT as well, and all of that. And it would have been a game changer because, that's where she went to college and that's where he went to college, and it would have been perfect. But he talked about all of these things. I'm going to leave the link in the description below for you guys to listen to the podcast. And then he's talking about that, and then he had the nerve to say, what is the name of the girl season that I was on? Like, first of all, you know her name, so that's one, you're being shady right there. What was the name of the girl season I was on? Like, he didn't know Rachel's name. So then someone in the background said Rachel's name. Then he goes on to say they watched Bachelor in Paradise together, but it wasn't just two of them alone. It was a group of them. And how Rachel, this is a grown man once again doing a whole back and forth snitching thing, and Rachel told him how she doesn't like practicing law, it's not fun, she hates it, and all of these things he said Rachel told him about practicing law. She told him personally that. And so he doesn't know why Rachel is going around saying she's still practicing law part-time, because he doesn't believe that she is. Like, what does that even matter to you? And talking about, and I heard whether if they're moving to Dallas or if they're going to move to LA. I don't know what they're doing, but if you could make money, doing other things, then go for it and all of that. But to say all of these things, I don't blame people coming for him in the comments. You are coming on her fiancé page and trying to behave like you support her fiancé, but you just sat on a podcast acting like you didn't know her name and talking about how she told you she hate her career, putting that out there in the public, not even caring if it would jeopardize her job, not even caring that maybe that's even a lie and she never said that to him. Like, why would she even confide and say that to someone like him? Like, I get it, he's an attorney as well. I get it, he went to the same college. It's on paper, they had everything in common on paper, but there were absolutely no chemistry there. So, and then the guys was joking about, you know what, I'm gonna let you guys listen to just that part of the video. So I completely now understand why R&BHive just went all out on him with those comments. Like, dude, you said all this crap about my fiance. You want to come on my page talking about you support me and what I'm doing and all of that. Like, boy, bye, get off my page. So I don't blame the fans going in on him. I don't blame the fans calling him out on his itch. Like, don't come over here and want to support me when you're talking crap about my woman. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I see where people are coming from.
Now, Bryan, don't be about the mess and negativity and all of that. So I guarantee you, Bryan did not know that Jack said that. And also, secondly, even if Bryan was aware of the podcast, Bryan don't feed into that mess. He's normally the bigger person. And that's why you saw his response was just like, I'm still going to make this money. Like, okay, you talk about my fiance, but you're over here talking about you want to support me. Sure. He didn't engage into anything deeper than, just bud and the hand emoji or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And moving right along. And he kept that conversation short and sweet and just next question. Let me go answer the next question. And so Bryan's always been that way. He's not about the mess. And Jack Stone needs to be mad at ABC for the edit. He needs to be mad at himself for doing what he did for ABC to even have those footage for him to have a bad edit. As you can see, ABC did everything in their power to get some dirt on Bryan, and Bryan did not give them what they were looking for, so they had to create their own narrative about Bryan. So instead of being mad at Rachel for not wanting you because you were weird and interesting, be mad at ABC. It don't take it out on our girl. Anyways, my Vina loves, I'm wishing you all an amazing day. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.